Hello my dear students, welcome back to chemistry class beta. So in today's class I am going to discuss about the amines, nothing but organic compounds containing nitrogens. From that chapter, one of the major topic is amines. That means definitely from this topic we can expect one question in competitive exam, maybe NEET or maybe KCET or maybe GMAINS exam, whatever that may be. इस टॉपिक से गारंटी एक क्वेश्चन तो एक्सपेक्ट कर सकते हैं, ओके ना. सो दैट्स व्हाई इन दिस क्लास, in this 1 hour class, completely I am going to show you the display of amines, nothing but complete revision for NEET and KCET point of view. I am going to be discussed like mean preparation, so properties, so nomenclature, isomerism, every story I am going to show you, okay ना. So as much as possible try to catch बेटा, थोड़ा सा स्पीड में रहना पड़ेगा, okay, good. So amines, what is the general formula of amines or NH2? Nothing but aliphatic amine formula. And aromatic amine formula ARNH2, nothing but aromatic amine, nothing but AR के प्लेस में अपन क्या लिखना C6H5, nothing but benzene bonded to NH2, and we can say aniline. So aliphatic amine and aromatic amines. Okay. So one small meaning I want to tell you, sir, what is mean by amines? एक definition बता सकते क्या? Yeah. So that is nothing but amines are nothing but the alkyl or amines are nothing but the alkyl or aryl derivatives of ammonia. Let me okay now. First of all मुझे फार्मूला बताइए. What is the formula of ammonia? NH3. In that NH3, one of the H replaced by R. That is nothing but RNH2. One of the H replaced by benzene, nothing but ARNH2, like that nana. So in that ammonia, by the replacement of H by R, you are getting aliphatic amine. H by any benzene, that is nothing but what beta? Aromatic amine. So alkyl or aryl derivatives of ammonia, they are nothing but the amines. Okay, directly go to the classification. So R bonded to NH2 means nitrogen connected to only one alkyl group, so we can say this is nothing but what beta? Primary amine. Next, R bond NH, again NH bonded to R. नाइट्रोजन के सराउंडिंग में गारंटी दो अल्काइल ग्रुप रहना पड़ेगा, एंड द नाइट्रोजन शुड बी इन द फॉर्म ऑफ NH. ए फिक्स कीजिए, NH2 फॉर्म इज प्राइमरी, NH फॉर्म इज व्हाट ना सेकेंडरी, एंड वन मोर थिंग, R bonded to N bonded to R, again below plane R. Means around nitrogen there should be 3 alkyl groups and N should be in the form of N only. Okay, so that is nothing but what beta? Tertiary. So in primary amines NH2 should be there, in secondary amines NH should be there, in tertiary amines N should be there. यहाँ पर 1 alkyl, here 2 alkyl, here 3 alkyls. But in all amines nitrogen contains one lone pair. Means all they are basic in nature due to donation of lone pair, Lewis bases. Good. So this is one type of classification. Another type of classification I want to tell you. Again same thing beta. Amines is we have to be classified into 2 types. One is nothing but simple amines, and we can say that symmetrical amines. And one more is nothing but we can say that mixed amines, and also we can say that unsymmetrical amines. Okay beta, good. So first of all, simple or symmetrical amines, nothing but I am going to write you one example. CH3 bonded to NH, NH bonded to CH3. With respect to NH amine group, those side the alkyl groups are same. If nitrogen connected to 2 same alkyl groups, that is nothing but simple or symmetrical amines. For suppose another example I want to tell you, CH3 bonded to N, again N bonded to CH3, again N bonded to CH3. It is an example of secondary, it is an example of tertiary. Dimethyl amine, trimethyl amine, nitrogen connected to similar group or same alkyl group. यहाँ पर भी nitrogen connected to same alkyl group, that is nothing but simple amines. Let me consider one example of mixed amines. Yes, mixed amine का example बता रहा हूँ बेटा. CH3 bonded to NH, NH bonded to C2H5. That means one side methyl group, another side ethyl group. So two alkyl groups are different. That is nothing but mixed amines. Let me consider another example. CH3 bonded to N, N below plane C2H5 and N right plane C3H7. एक side methyl and this is ethyl and this is propyl. Nitrogen connect to all three groups are different, but यहाँ पर all three groups are same. यहाँ पर all three groups are different. So these are the examples of what beta? Simple amines and mixed amines. समझ गए? Yeah. After completion of this classification, I am going to enter into the structure of amines. बहुत easy topic ना, but guarantee ये question तो expect कर सकते ना. Structure of amines. Let me consider first of all one general formula. In all amines, around nitrogen 3 bond will be there. 2 plus 1 and यहाँ पर 1, 2, 3, यहाँ पर भी 3. So in all amines around nitrogen, how many bonds we can expect? 3 bonds. 1, 2, 3. And you suppose this is R1 group and this is R2 group and this is R3 group. Nothing but trialkyl amine. And nitrogen contains 5 valence electrons. यहाँ पर 3 sharing, remaining 2, nothing but in the form of lone pair. Hybridization. So sp1, sp2, sp3, 3 bond pair, 1 lone pair. Total is 4. 4 means what is the hybridization? sp3. sp3 means expected angle is, geometry is tetrahedral ना बेटा. Tetrahedral तो नहीं बोल सकते because of only 3 bond pairs are there. One is lone pair looking like ammonia because of derivative of ammonia ना बेटा. So we can say the shape is nothing but pyramidal shape. Due to pyramidal and due to sp3, expected bond angle is generally 109 degrees and 28 prime, but here is due to presence of lone pair. It causes lone pair and bond pair repulsions. As per Vosper theory, repulsions बड़े समझो, bond angle decrease हो जाता. So here the expected bond angle is less than 109 degrees, 28 prime, and also we can say less than 109.5 degrees as you wish. Due to repulsions only, थोड़ा सा bond angle कम हो जाता. But hybridization is what? sp3 and geometry is what beta? Tetrahedral. Now I want to consider one example of structure. Same thing, nitrogen I have written here. In place of 3R, I want to write same alkyl group. Methyl, again methyl, यहाँ पर भी methyl. How many methyls we have taken here? 3 methyl groups are there, and nitrogen contain what beta? Lone pair. This is the story. Again 3 bond pairs and 1 lone pair, so total is 4, nothing but sp3. Again geometry looking like what beta? Pyramidal, like ammonia shape. Pyramidal geometry. And what about expected bond angle? Exactly it contains, means trimethyl amine contains, or we can say trimethyl ammonia, it contains the bond angle is exactly 108 degrees. What about in ammonia? 107. Trimethyl ammonia 108. Like that ना, it is depends on maybe bulky alkyl group बोल सकते. समझ गए ना? So in most of the amines, the bond angle should be less than 109.5 degrees, but exactly in trimethyl amine 108 degrees. Again 108 less than and better. Good. Yes, all the amines sp3, all the amines pyramidal. Over story. Next. Another topic I am going to discuss with you, that is nothing but the isomerism. Before going to isomerism, let me consider nomenclature story. Nomenclature of amines. Yes. So सारे compounds, so many compounds are there here, but I can't show the nomenclature for all due to short of time. But I want to tell you some more very important. Okay ना, ऐसे names of amines I am going to be covering ना, वो practice कर लो बस हो जाती है. I hope maybe. Okay, good. Nomenclature of amines. Let me write first of all one example. Yes, the compound is nothing but CH3NH2. So what is the name of this compound? Let me write first of all common name beta. So CH3 is nothing but methyl group. This is nothing but common name. And in last column I am going to write the IUPAC names. IUPAC name last column में लिखेंगे अपन. So CH3 is nothing but methyl and NH2 is nothing but amine group. So simply we can say methyl amine. So common name कैसे लिखना पड़ेगा? In the form of alkyl amines. So the alkyl is nothing but methyl. And how to write the IUPAC name? IUPAC name कैसे लिखना बोले तो in the form of alkanamine. 1 carbon, methanamine, 2 carbon, ethanamine, like that manner. But here how many carbons are there? 1 carbon is there. So simply we can say that methanamine. One carbon meth, single bond N. So methane, whereas the functional group is amine. Simply we can say methanamine. Good. Another example I am going to write beta. CH3 bond CH2, it connected to NH2. Okay, na? Yes, what is the side chain? Alkyl group is there, I mean ethyl group. 2 carbons are there, ethyl group. So we can say this is nothing but ethylamine. Okay, good. And 2 carbons are there, so we have to be say that this is nothing but eth, and single bond is N, and functional group is amine. Simply we can say ethanamine. Okay, na? Yes, let me go for another. CH3 bonded to CH2, again bonded to CH2, again bonded to NH2. Yes, total how many carbons are there, beta? 3 carbons are there, but they are in the form of isoform, normal form, normal state chain form. So we can say that N-propyl amine. N-propyl amine. Total 3 carbons are there. Prop, we can say propanamine. But amine present upon 1, not 2, not 3, na beta. Amine group present upon 1. So we can say propane, 1 amine. And also we can say that 1 propanamine. 1 propanamine. Right. So normal form यहाँ पर मैंने cover किया बेटा. Now I want to write the 3 carbon isoform. I want to write them. So 3 carbon isoform. CH3 bonded to CH, and below plane is nothing but CH3. And you suppose that central CH connected to NH2 group. This is your isoform. So isopropyl amine. This is your common name of the respective compound. Isopropyl amine. And what will be its IUPAC name? How to write the IUPAC name? Same thing. 1, 2, 3. Otherwise you can move from downside also. 1, 2, 3. So propane, 2 amine, and also we can say that 2 propanamine. 2 propanamine. So root word is 3, nana, not 2. Be careful. Good. So these all are nothing but examples of primary amine. In different ways I have shown you. Next, go to secondary. CH3 bonded to NH. NH बोले तो कौन सा फॉर्म बेटा? NH का मीनिंग सेकेंडरी फॉर्म. Again it connected to CH. CH right side CH3. CH below plane also CH3. Okay na? Yes, whatever that means, this is the secondary. Left side group is methyl. Right side group is isopropyl, not propyl. Okay ना? So पहले methyl लिखेंगे, बाद में isopropyl लिखेंगे. As for alphabetical. Methyl, isopropyl, methyl, isopropyl amine. Or we can say nitrogen connected to methyl. So we can say N-methyl, nitrogen connected to methyl. N-methyl isopropyl amine. Simply we can say methyl isopropyl amine. No problem. IUPAC. So this is your main chain. Means it going to be act as root word. So this is carbon number 1 and carbon number 2 and carbon number 3. Nitrogen connected to methyl. Okay, I am going to write here. Capital N means nitrogen. N-methyl. I have written here. Side chain was over. Remaining root word prop 2 amine, or we can say 2 propanamine. N-methyl 2 propanamine. In that manner, try to write the nomenclature of common name and IUPAC name of secondary amines. Let me consider now one example for tertiary amine beta. CH3 bonded to N, N bonded to below plane also CH3 are going to be right, and right plane I am going to write that CH, CH3, below plane also CH3. Central nitrogen, only one N atom is there. One nitrogen का indication क्या है? Tertiary है बेटा. So tertiary. One side methyl group is there. One more side methyl group is there, but one more side propyl group is there. Normal propyl, no beta. This is an isopropyl group. Good. Again it going to be actor side chain, AB side chain, AB side chain. How many methyl groups are there? 2 methyl groups. 2 methyls, they are present upon nitrogen atom. So N comma N. Okay? And dimethyl. Okay, I have written here. N comma N, dimethyl. Remaining propane, 2 amine. I'm sorry, we are writing common name na beta. So dimethyl, and this is what? Isopropyl group. N comma N dimethyl isopropyl amine. IUPAC name. Again N comma N dimethyl, N comma N dimethyl, and this is your root word. Again same thing. 1, 2, 3. So propane 2 amine, and also we can say that what beta 2 propanamine. In that manner, we have to be write the common and IUPAC names of respective tertiary category. Okay, good. Now I want to write some more special category beta. CH2 double bond CH, vinyl group. It connected to another carbon. This is nothing but allyl carbon, and allyl connected to NH2. So we can say common name is called allyl amine. Over beta. Okay. IUPAC name. Amino is functional group. This is the carbon 1, this is carbon 2, and carbon 3. So prop 2 in 1 amine, or we can say, prop 2 in 1 amine. Bas. Prop 2 in 1 amine, or we can say 2 propinamine. Another category special. Yes, I am going to consider one diaminic example. यहाँ पर हमें क्या लिखूँ बेटा NH2 bonded to CH2 taken 6. Again you suppose it bonded to NH2. So its compound common name is called HMDA. Very, very, very important. So try to expand yourself. Hexamethylene. I am not saying methyl. I am saying methylene CH2. Hexamethylene diamine. HMDA. And what will be the IUPAC name? First carbon connected to NH2, sixth carbon connected to NH2. So we can say hexane. First carbon, sixth carbon, 1, 6. 2 amine groups are there. We can say diamine. Hexane 1, 6 diamine. Story clear? Yes, one more aromatic example I want to consider. For suppose benzene. Benzene bonded to NH2. So what is the compound common name beta? Aniline. And IUPAC name also we can write aniline, no problem in that. But one more exact name we can write now. Benzene plus NH2, nothing but we can say benzenamine. Benzene plus amine, benzenamine, or we can say benzene bonded to NH2, nothing but aniline. Aniline we can consider in both category, but IUPAC name should be benzenamine, and also we can say aniline. And common name should be aniline. Aniline दो जगह में लिख सकते हैं as you wish. Okay ना? Good now. Last and final. Again I am going to write that benzene. You suppose benzene bonded to NH2 and ortho place CH3. Benzene connected to CH3, that is called toluene. But benzene connected to NH2 also. NH2 and CH3, if they are present on benzene, that is called toluidine. Toluidine. Nothing but NH2 group should be there, CH3 should be there upon benzene. This is called toluidine. Remember कीजिए. Which toluidine? Both are adjacent to each other, so we can say this is nothing but orthotoluidine. Orthotoluidine. How to write the IUPAC name? 2-methyl aniline. We can write. Otherwise, we can write that 2-aminotoluene. That is also correct. 2-aminotoluene. So once again, 2-aminotoluene, and we can say that 2-methyl aniline. Both are IUPAC names. So this is the story about the nomenclature of amines. Few of the selected important compounds only I have discussed here. Remaining as much as possible try to cover. ये perfectly तुम understand समझ के practice किए समझो आपको बस हो जाता. Good. So before going to practice the preparations, one more story was left. That is about the nomenclature. Sorry, isomerism. Isomerism in amines. Isomerism in amines बेटा. शुरू करेंगे. So all types of isomers and isomerism, they goes to be exhibited by what? Amines. Chain, position, functional, metamerism, optical, most of the isomerisms, they goes to be exhibited by amines. So let me consider first of all chain isomerism. Chain isomerism. Directly I am going to give you the example. CH3 bonded to CH2, again bonded to CH2, again bonded to CH2, again bonded to NH2. So this is nothing but N-butyl amine, normal chain. We can convert into isoform. CH3 bonded to CH, CH below plane CH3, nothing but isoform we have written. Again bonded to CH2, CH2 bonded to CH, NH2. So यहाँ पर भी 4 carbon 1 NH2, 4 carbon 1 NH2. But this is normal form and this is nothing but what beta? Isoform. Once again. So this is N-butyl amine and this is isobutyl amine. Compounds having the same molecular formula, but there is a different in arrangement of carbon chain. Carbon chain is normal, carbon chain is iso. N-butyl amine, isobutyl amine, N-pentyl amine, isopentyl amine, like that you can write number of examples. So we have to say that amines, they are going to exhibit the chain isomerism. Story clear beta? Good. Next one is nothing but position isomerism. Position isomerism. Amines, they are going to exhibit the position isomerism. Yes, I am going to tell you one example. CH3 bonded to CH2, again bonded to CH2, and you suppose it connected to amino group. Amine. Now let me write NH2 upon second carbon. Next, CH3 bonded to CH, CH below plane NH2, again it connected to CH3. So A भी propane, यहाँ पर भी propane, but propane 1 amine and this is propane 2 amine. Amino position is 1 and here amino position is 2. Again same thing. Compounds having the same molecular formula, but there is a difference in position of NH2 group. NH2 position 1, NH2 position 2. One is propane 1 amine and this is propane 2 amine. Just there is a difference in position of NH2 group. So we can say they are exhibiting position isomers. So this is 1 propanamine and this is 2 propanamine. Good. Next go for continue. Chain isomerism, position isomerism. Next one is nothing but functional isomerism. What beta? Functional isomerism. So functional isomerism, it goes to be exhibited by primary comma, secondary and tertiary amines of, they should be isomeric in form. Means they should contain same number of carbons and hydrogens and nitrogens. So primary comma, secondary and tertiary amines, they goes to be exist in the form of functional isomerism. Okay. First suppose CH3 bonded to CH2, CH2 bonded to CH2, it connected to NH2. Next example, CH3 bonded to NH, again NH bonded to C2H5. Next example beta, and CH3 bonded to N, N connected to 3 methyl groups. Now you can see functional group is NH2, nothing but primary. Functional group is NH, nothing but secondary. Functional group is N, nothing but tertiary. Of course, all are amines. All they are having functional group is amine group. But amine group may be different, you know, beta. So functional group is NH2, functional group NH, and functional group is N. So compounds having the same molecular formula, but there is a difference in presence of primary comma, secondary and tertiary functional groups. Okay, na? Good, na? Yes, next one is nothing but I want to say that metamerism topic. But listen carefully beta, all these 4 are nothing but the structural isomers. So metamerism goes to be exhibited only by secondary amines. Secondary amines, mostly they goes to be prefer the metamerism topic now, majorly. So one example I am going to write. Yeah, CH3 bond CH2, now it connected to NH, NH connected to CH2 and CH3. NH ka meaning secondary. Nitrogen connected to 2 same alkyl groups. Good. Another example I want to write now. Left carbon, say one CH2 is there. That CH2 I want to shift towards the right side. Right ko shift kijiye. Now we can write that CH3 bonded to NH, again same secondary functional group. But one of the carbons shifted to right side. Already it contains CH2 and CH3. Good. And also we can write another form beta. CH3 bonded to O bonded to CH, and CH connected to CH3, and CH connected to CH3. Now listen carefully. Ethyl, ethyl, diethylamine. This is methyl and this is N-propyl. Methyl N-propyl amine. And this is methyl and this is isopropyl. Methyl isopropyl amine. Once again, three compounds, they are having same molecular formula and same functional group. Secondary, secondary, secondary. Sorry, here we have to see that in which beta. So diethylamine, methyl N-propyl amine, methyl isopropyl amine. Compounds having the same molecular formula, but there is a difference in arrangement of alkyl side chain. Alkyl side chain में variation रहना पड़ेगा. That is the meaning of metamerism. Last and final. Amines, they are having optical isomerism. They are going to exhibit the optical isomerism also. Amines, they are going to exhibit the optical isomerism. But try to remember, यहाँ पर भी एक आपको condition देना पड़ेगा. Sir, which type of amines they are going to exhibit the optical isomerism? So the amines, especially which are having chiral center. क्या रहना पड़ेगा बेटा? You know very well, chiral we required. Means carbon should be connected to 4 different groups. So the amines which are having at least one chiral center, they are going to exhibit the optical isomerism. Yes, let me write one example. First, suppose 2-butanamine, or we can say butane 2 amine. Yes, I am going to write here C2H5. First, suppose here I am going to write CH3, and first suppose here is nothing hydrogen, and you suppose this is nothing but NH2 group, nothing but amine group. So listen carefully. First carbon, second carbon, here third carbon, fourth carbon, butane 2 amine. But here see guys, central carbon is second carbon, it connected to 4 different groups, so we can say this is nothing but chiral carbon. So due to presence of chiral carbon, okay, they can rotate the light either in clock or anti-clock, and you suppose if rotating right in clock, we have to say that dextro. After seeing in mirror, yes, mirror image draw कीजिए बेटा. Above group is nothing but C2H5. Left to CH3, it will be shifted to right. Right NH2, it will be shifted to left. Right side H, यहाँ पर भी left side H. Again, central carbon contain chiral. Due to presence of chiral, it is also optically active. If this is a dextro, automatically that is nothing but what beta? LIGO. If one rotating clock, plus form. If one more rotating anti-clock, that is nothing but what beta? Minus form. So this is the property of what beta? Optical isomerism. Okay. So nomenclature and classification and structure and isomerism, all 4 topics are clear. Now I am going to start the preparations of amines. Exactly 8 methods of preparations we have to be focused on. Yeah, in the preparations of amines, method number 1, very important method. I am going to start with first very important method, that is nothing but Hofmann's bromamide. Hofmann's bromamide reaction. Hofmann's bromamide reaction for the preparation of amines we have to be used. So what is mean by Hofmann's bromamide reaction? First of all, we have to be consider one amide. So let me write first of all one formula of amide. What is the formula of amide beta? R bonded to C double bond O, C double bond O bonded to NH2. It is a formula of amide. Try to remember. Amide undergo reaction with bromine, nothing but reaction with Br2, and Hofmann bromamide degradation reaction. Hofmann bromamide degradation reaction takes place by using alkali. By using what beta? Alkali. So nothing but we have to be take NaOH, and that should be very fixed. It is equals to 4 moles of NaOH. Once again, amides on reaction with bromine in presence of alkali, nothing but base, NaOH or KOH as you wish, but that should be fixed 4 moles, and bromine should be only 1 mole. So the ratio of alkali and bromine and alkali 1:4 ratio. That question was repeated. Right, amides on reaction with bromine in presence of alkali undergo the process degradation. मीन्स कुछ ग्रुप को यहाँ पर डिग्रेड कर देना, कट करके रिमूव करना पड़ेगा. सो C double bond undergo degradation. Remaining is only RNH2. So we can say structure of what beta? Primary amine. And CO, carbonyl group, carbon monoxide group, removed and degraded in the form of sodium carbonate. CO always removed in the form of Na2CO3. Next beta, 2 Brs are there, 2 metal को लेना पड़ेगा, so it goes to be removed in the form of 2 moles of NaBr. Now let me consider oxygen. Here 4, here 1 5, but here 3 oxygens are there. Remaining 2 oxygens will be there. They goes to be eliminated in the form of 2 moles of water molecule. So once again, amides on reaction with bromine in presence of alkali. Amides on reaction with bromine in presence of alkali, they are going to form the product is primary amines reaction. So based on this reaction, I want to ask you one question. In place of R, I am going to write that CH3 bonded to C double bond O bonded to NH2. CH3 bonded to C double bond O bonded to NH2. So the name of this compound is called acetamide. An example of amide. Amide upon reaction with bromine in presence of alkali, it going to be form the product. In place of R, we have to be write CH3. So the name is nothing but methylamine. Methylamine. So it is also an example of what beta? Primary amine. Remaining all 3 byproducts are same. Sodium carbonate, sodium bromide and water molecule. Everything was same. Next, so acetamide in Hofmann bromide degradation, C double bond को cut कर देना. Remaining answer is CH3NH2. One more question I am going to ask you here. Benzene. Benzene bonded to C double bond O and NH2. So what is the name of this compound? Benzamide. Benzamide upon reaction with Br2 in presence of alkali. So by seeing this reagent, we have to be confirmed that yes, this is nothing but Hofmann bromamide degradation reaction, and degrade the C double bond O group. Remaining is nothing but benzene bonded to NH2. So what is the name of this compound beta? Aniline, or we can say phenylamine, and remaining all 3 byproducts are same. Okay, good. Next, method number 2, that is nothing but reduction of amides. Again consider the formula of amide. Amide formula R bonded to C double bond O, C double bond O bonded to NH2. Again this is the formula of what beta? Amide. What I am saying, amide is undergoing reduction, nothing but addition of hydrogen, 4 moles of H. And 4 moles of H, we are adding free hydrogen atom. That means we have to take the powerful reducing agent, that is nothing but LeH, and also we can say that lithium aluminum hydride. Yes, in place of lithium aluminum hydride, simply we can do catalytic hydrogenation. So 4 hydrogen means we can add 2 moles of H2 in presence of either nickel or platinum or palladium. That also we can use the reducing agent. Good. So listen carefully. C double bond O group reduces into CH2. That means R bonded to CH2. C double bond O group changes into CH2, and remaining group is nothing but what beta? NH2. Yes, so due to presence of NH2, this is also nothing but primary amine. And what about that oxygen? Takes 2 hydrogen and goes to be eliminated in the form of water molecule. So amides on reduction with lithium aluminum hydride or amides on catalytic hydrogenation gives primary amines. Once again, based on this also question, CH3 bonded to C double bond O bonded to NH2. Again, what is the name of this compound? Acetamide. It undergo the process is reduction. Reduction takes place by using what beta? Lithium aluminum hydride, and also we can consider catalytic hydrogenation. ऐसे symbol देखते ही मालूम कर देना, reaction is reduction. So amides upon reduction gives primary amine. In place of I have written CH3. यहाँ पर भी R के place में क्या लिखना? CH3. So answer is nothing but CH3 bonded to CH2 bonded to NH2. It is also an example of what beta? Primary amine, and water molecule is the byproduct that is fixed. अब एक बार सुनिए. Acetamide in Hoffman bromamide degradation, it gives methylamine. Again, acetamide upon reduction gives ethylamine. In both cases you are getting primary, but in Hoffman bromamide degradation, one carbon undergo degradation or reduction. Acetamide in Hoffman bromamide degradation gives primary amine with less number of carbon. कितने carbon? One carbon less. But amides upon reduction also gives primary amine, but यहाँ पर कुछ carbon less हो रहे. Here also 2 carbon, यहाँ पर भी 2 carbon. No more reduction of carbon. But in degradation, Hoffman reaction, one carbon undergo degradation in the form of Na2CO3. That you have to be remembered. So acetamide upon Hoffman bromamide gives methylamine, and acetamide upon reduction with LaH gives ethylamine. 2 carbon equal, but in Hoffman में एक carbon degrade हो जाता है बेटा. That you have to be focused. Good. Another example also, same example consider करेंगे. Question. Benzene bonded to C double bond O, C double bond O bonded to NH2. What is the name of this compound? Benzamide. Yes, in Hoffman C double bond को degrade किए, but यहाँ पर degrade हो सकता है क्या? यहाँ पर no more degradation बेटा. Same reduction with lithium aluminum hydride, and also we can say that catalytic hydrogenation. C double bond O group changes into CH2. Here also we have to say that C double bond O group changes into CH2 group. Means here also you are getting aniline beta? No beta. In above case aniline because of C double bond O reduction, degraded. But here C double bond O changes into what beta? CH2 group, and it connected to NH2. So the name of this compound is called benzylamine. What beta? Benzylamine. It is also an example of primary amine. Let me go for third method, a reduction of CN and NC. That means we have to say that reduction of cyanides and isocyanides. Reduction of cyanides and what beta? Isocyanides. Yeah, this method we have to be considered. Right. Let me explain first of all. Cyanide के बारे में discuss करेंगे. Case A, CH3 bonded to CN. That means methyl cyanide. And also we can say that acetonitrile. Cyanide, one more name is nitrile na beta, but try to say how to pronounce. Methyl cyanide, and also we can say that acetonitrile. So methyl cyanide, it undergo reduction by the addition of 4 moles of hydrogen. Reduction takes place by using same thing, catalytic hydrogenation. And also we can do that, what beta? Catalytic hydrogenation, and also we can use lithium aluminum hydride. Otherwise we can use the catalytic hydrogenation. But in above reaction amides में the most powerful thing is lithium aluminum hydride. If you want you can degrade this also, because of amides are weaker basis beta. But यहाँ पर LiLH को consider करना पड़ेगा. Here what beta? Here we can consider both lithium aluminum hydride, and also we can do catalytic hydrogenation also. Okay. Cyanides upon reduction gives always primary amine. Be fixed in your mind. Cyanides upon reduction gives primary amine, and isocyanides upon reduction gives secondary amine. So CH3Cl methyl cyanide upon reduction gives 2 hydrogen given to C, 2 hydrogen given to N. So answer is nothing but CH3, CH2, NH2. We can say primary amine. So methyl cyanide upon reduction gives ethyl amine. Ethyl cyanide upon reduction gives propyl amine. एक carbon बढ़ते जाता है बेटा. क्यों? Because of CN, that C changes into another CH2 form. Good. So acetonitrile or methyl cyanide upon reduction gives primary amine. First suppose in case of benzene, in case of CH3 I am going to write benzene. यहाँ पर भी क्या लिखना? Benzene. Means you are getting what? Aniline? No beta. Benzylamine. Try to focus like that. Good. So next example is nothing but CH3 bonded to NC. methyl isocyanide. Again same thing, upon reduction. Reduction takes place using lithium aluminium hydride, and also we can do that catalytic hydrogenation. Cyanides upon reduction gives primary amine, and isocyanides upon reduction gives secondary amine. So CH3 bonded to NH, only one hydrogen given to central N, remaining 3 hydrogens are given to C. So it changes into CH3, NH, CH3, CH3, which amine? Secondary amine. Once again beta, final touch. Cyanides upon reduction gives primary amines, isocyanides upon reduction gives what beta? Secondary amines. समझ गए? Good. And method number 4, that is nothing but Mendes reduction. Important question, repeated beta so many times. Mendes reduction. What is mean by Mendes reduction? Reduction of cyanides are bonded to Cl. Undergo what beta? Reduction, addition of 2 moles of H2. So cyanides upon reduction by using suitable reducing agent. So what is the reducing agent of Mendes reaction? Sodium plus ethyl alcohol, sodium plus C2H5OH. So cyanides upon reduction with sodium in presence of ethyl alcohol again gives primary amines. So cyanides upon reduction always gives what beta? Primary amines are bonded to C become CH2, N become NH2, 2 2s are 4, यहाँ पर 2, यहाँ पर 2. Again you are getting which amine beta? Primary amine. Same here also I have told you that this is common reaction, lithium aluminium hydride, and common catalytic hydrogenation. But here we are writing suitable. So okay, now how to identify Mendes reduction or not? Just by seeing the reducing agent, Na plus ethyl alcohol. So by using this reducing agent, in presence of this reducing agent, cyanides they reduces into the primary amine. Try to remember. So methyl cyanide gives ethyl amine. R के प्लस में CH3, R के प्लस में CH3, ethyl amine. R replaced by benzene, benzonitrile, nothing but benzene. यहाँ पर भी benzene. We have to say that benzyl amine. Okay, like that. Try to remember the applications better. Good. So cyanides upon reduction with sodium and ethyl alcohol, they gives the product is nothing but what beta? Primary amine. Next, go for another method. Reduction of nitro compounds. Reduction of what beta? Nitro compounds, nothing but nitroalkanes or nitroarenes. In that number 1, R bonded to NO2. R bonded to NO2. We have to say that nitroalkane, it undergo reduction by using catalytic hydrogenation. Catalytic hydrogenation, 3 moles of H2 by using nickel or platinum or palladium in even activation. Again same thing. Nitroalkanes upon reduction gives primary amines. Same thing beta. Cyanides upon reduction primary amine, isocyanides upon reduction secondary amine. ये एक ही special. And amides upon primary, isocyanides upon secondary. Remaining all they are gives what na primary amine. So same thing यहाँ पर भी. Nitroalkanes upon catalytic hydrogenation gives primary amines. So Rn converted into RNH2. So here you are getting the product is nothing but what beta? Primary amine. Remaining 2 oxygens are there, they goes to be eliminated in the form of water molecule. On the basis of these 2 questions, try to say the answer. R plus में CH3 bonded to NO2 means nitromethane. Nitromethane upon catalytic hydrogenation. Product. R के place में CH3, R place में CH3. So the name is nothing but what beta? Methyl amine, and the byproduct is same water molecule. So nitromethane gives methyl amine. And one more question I am going to ask you. First, suppose in place of R, I am going to write benzene. So what is the name of reactant? Nitrobenzene. Above one is nitromethane, that gives methyl amine. Below one is nitrobenzene, that gives phenyl amine, and also we can say that aniline. Benzene bonded to NH2. Both are primary amines. One is aliphatic primary, one more is aromatic primary. Clear? Once again. So nitroalkanes upon catalytic hydrogenation gives inka 20-25 minutes. Nitroalkanes upon catalytic hydrogenation gives what beta? Primary amines. First suppose nitromethane gives ethyl amine and nitrobenzene gives phenylamine, and also we can say that aniline. Yes, in the second case, I want to consider that in that which category? Reduction of nitro compound category. For suppose, again same thing beta, R bonded to NO2, nothing but nitroalkanes. Upon reduction takes place by the addition of hydrogen. Yes, I am going to add 6 H atoms. 3 H atoms I am adding here because of in this reaction we are using most suitable reducing agents. One is Fe plus HCl. One more is Zn plus HCl, and also we can use Sn plus HCl. But the most suitable is iron scrap, nothing but iron powder along with HCl. Okay, same thing now. NO2 changes into NH2 group, R bonded to NH2. Again, 2 oxygens are there removed in the form of 2 moles of H2. So the name is nothing but again what beta, primary amine. Or एक बार nitroalkanes upon catalytic hydrogenation gives primary amine. Nitroalkanes upon reduction with metal and acidic medium again gives primary amines. So about 2 examples we can make here, copy paste. Nitromethane gives methylamine, nitrobenzene gives aniline. Same reagent in place of catalytic hydrogenation. You can use any metal with acid. What I have given here. Okay na? Bas. Next go for continue beta. Sixth method, that is nothing but ammonolysis of alkyl halides. What beta? Ammonolysis of alkyl halides. Ammonolysis of alkyl halides, and also we can say that it is a method given by Hoffman. So we can say Hoffman's ammonolysis of alkyl halides. Right, alkyl halide. Let me consider one example, that is nothing but methyl halide, or we can say methyl chloride. Chalta na? Good. Methyl chloride, nothing but alkyl halide. Lysis means decomposition. So C2X bond, it undergo decomposition by the addition of ammonia, or we can say liquid ammonia. Hydrogen contains charge plus, Cl contains charge minus, goes to be eliminated in the form of HCl. So remaining is nothing but what beta, CH3 and H2 over methylamine. Again such methylamine undergo reaction with another time reaction with alkyl halide. Let me consider same alkyl halide, CH3Cl. Again same beta, H plus combines with Cl and goes to be eliminated in the form of HCl. Remaining CH3 bond in H, again CH3. So you got here secondary amine. Again such secondary amine undergo one more time alkyl halide reaction, that is nothing but CH3Cl. Again H plus combines with Cl, goes to be eliminated in the form of HCl. Remaining what will be the product? CH3 bond N bonded to CH3, again below plane also CH3. You got tertiary amine. Again it contains one lone pair here. So definitely due to presence of lone pair, it goes to be undergo reaction with another mole of methyl chloride. But here no more elimination due to absence of hydrogen atom. Now CH3, 3 groups are there. Here is one more CH3. Total 4 CH3s are there. 1 methyl, 2 methyl, 3 methyl, 4 methyl. Already around the nitrogen 3 methyl groups are there. By using lone pair, we are making a new bond with CH3. New bond with CH3. That's why it contains the charges plus, and here Cl contains the charges minus. So this is what beta, alkyl halide example methyl chloride. Methyl chloride on reaction with what beta, ammonia. It going to be formed, the product is primary amine, and going to be formed, the product is secondary amine, and going to be formed, the product is tertiary amine, and last one is nothing but quaternary, nitrogen connected to 4. So this is nothing but quaternary and looking like NH4 plus. So we can say ammonium, and this is our Cl minus chloride. So quaternary ammonium chloride, and also simply we can say that quaternary ammonium salt. So for the formation of quaternary ammonium salt, one ammonia can react with how many moles of methyl chloride? 1, 2, 3, 4. 1 methyl chloride, 2 methyl chloride, and 3 and 4. For the formation of quaternary ammonium salt, you required how many moles of alkyl halide? 4 moles of alkyl halide, and only 1 mole of ammonia is enough to you. समझ गए बेटा? Last and final method, Gabriel Thalamide synthesis. Right. Method number 7, Gabriel Thalamide synthesis. Gabriel Thalamide synthesis. Gabriel Thalamide synthesis. This is a reaction only on the basis of NSR, nucleophilic substitution reactions. Means we can't prepare aromatic amines. We can prepare only aliphatic, that too only primary amine. Steric free compounds. Good. So Gabriel Thalamide synthesis. Let me consider first of all thalamide. Benzene bonded to C double bond O. Again here also C double bond O. Benzene connected to 2 C double bond O groups, and they are connected to NH. What is the name of this compound? Beta thalamide. Thalamide undergo reaction with a base. The base is nothing but alkali KOH. H contains charge plus, it combines with OH minus and goes to be eliminated in the form of watch molecule. So now Na, H plus can be replaced by K nana. So remaining is nothing but same thing, benzene. Ortho plus C double bond O group. Again below ortho plus C double bond O group. And N connected to what beta? 2 C double bond O groups connected to N. And N connected to remaining is metal, metal and non-metal. So AB looking like thalamide hai na beta, but which thalamide? Potassium salt. So we can say this is nothing but potassium salt of thalamide. Potassium salt of thalamide. Such potassium salt of thalamide now undergo nucleophilic substitution reaction by using alkyl halides. So this is nothing but nucleophilic substitution reaction. How? K plus combines with X minus and goes to be removed in the form of KX. Remaining thalamide ion replaced by R minus. One nucleophile replaced by R minus. Anyway, so this is an example of nucleophilic substitution reaction beta. K plus combines with X minus and goes to be eliminated in the form of KX. So remaining what will be your product? Again same thing, thalamide. First carbon C double bond O, second carbon C double bond O. Now both the carbonyl groups, they are connected to nitrogen, and nitrogen should be connected to R group. Nucleophilic substitution reaction was over. Yes, this is nothing but nitrogen connected to R. R means alkyl. So this is nothing but N-alkyl thalamide. Now such N-alkyl thalamide compound undergo alkaline hydrolysis. Alkaline hydrolysis by using 2 moles of aqueous NaOH. So upon alkaline hydrolysis, bond breaking takes place here beta. Remaining is Rn and 2 moles of NaOH, it gives 2 H atoms, means you are getting aliphatic primary amine. And remaining what will be your byproduct? Benzene bonded to C double bond O, C double bond O as it is. Yes, one hydrogen given to one nitrogen, so remaining ONA, C double bond O plus attacked by ONA. Here also we have to be said that ONA, 2 ONA groups are there. So this is your byproduct. The byproduct name is called sodium phthalate. Once again, thalamide on reaction with alkali gives potassium salt of thalamide. It upon reaction with alkyl halide gives N-alkyl thalamide. It upon alkaline hydrolysis gives aliphatic primary amines. Aliphatic primary amines. So we can't prepare aromatic primary amines because of, to prepare aromatic amine we require aryl halide, but aryl halide do not undergo NSR. Last and final reaction in the preparation, that is nothing but Becquerel reaction. Becquerel reaction. So in that method, again we have to prepare aromatic amine, that is nothing but aniline, from aromatic alcohol, that is nothing but phenol. So here benzene bonded to OH, compound name is nothing but phenol. Phenol upon reaction with ammonia, and reaction taking place in presence of suitable catalyst here is nothing but anhydrous ZnCl2, and also we can use FeCl3 also. Once again, it question repeated better. Catalyst in Butler reaction ZnCl2. What you are preparing? Aniline. From where? Phenol. So phenol on reaction with ammonia in presence of anhydrous ZnCl2. It's going to be from the product is nothing but what beta? Ammonia, NH2. I mean aniline. Benzene bonded to NH2. So phenylamine, or we can say aniline. Yes, OH comes with H plus from ammonia and goes to be eliminated in the form of water molecule. Okay, beta? Yes, these are the preparations of what beta? All types of aliphatic and aromatic amines. Now, I am going to tell you about the physical properties of amines. Physical properties of amines. First of all, I want to discuss about the lower aliphatic amines. Lower aliphatic amines like methylamine, ethylamine, like that beta. Yes. So lower aliphatic amines, yes, I want to say that they are all gaseous in nature. All they are gases. And lower aliphatic amines, they are having the order. The order is nothing but fishy order, nothing but fishy smell. And one more thing we can say that lower amines, they goes to be soluble in. They goes to be soluble in water, because of they can easily form the intermolecular hydrogen bonds. So lower aliphatic amines, due to their steric-free methyl and alkyl simple groups, they can be easily form the hydrogen bond and they can easily soluble in water. Samajh gaye? Good. Yes, next point I want to tell you, hydrogen bond. Sir, what about the capability of hydrogen bond of amines? Which amine can easily form the hydrogen bond? हमेशा remember कीजिए, primary amine NH2, 2 H atoms. Secondary NH. Third one is tertiary N only. Means no more hydrogen atom in tertiary. So tertiary amines cannot form the hydrogen bond. But which contain more number of hydrogen atoms? Primary. So due to presence of 2 H atoms, primary amines, they goes to be form more number. After that secondary amines. So this is the order of formation of hydrogen bond of primary and secondary amines. And what about tertiary beta? Tertiary amines do not form the hydrogen bond due to absence of H atom, tertiary H atom. Good. So which amines they are having more hydrogen bond formation? Methylamine or dimethylamine? Methylamine. 2 NH2 groups. Yes, next go for what beta? Boiling point. So boiling point for isomeric amine. Boiling point for isomeric amine means methylamine, ethyl-methylamine, okay, trimethylamine. All they are isomeric amines, same number of carbon, hydrogen, nitrogen. But in the three types, primary, secondary, tertiary, which contain more boiling point. Boiling point depends on what? Hydrogen bond. And simple amines, primary amines, they goes to be formed more number of hydrogen bond, strong capable of hydrogen bond, so they contain more boiling point. So boiling point of isomeric amines, primary greater than, secondary greater than, tertiary amines. This rule we have to be applied for boiling points. And this rule applicable for not for all amines. Okay, now this rule is applicable only for isomeric amines. Means they should contain the same number of carbons, so hydrogens like that nitrogen for isomeric amines only. So in case of isomeric amines, what is the order of boiling point? Primary greater than, secondary greater than, tertiary, because the primary can form the more number of hydrogen bond. Good. Next beta. So what is the capable of hydrogen bond and what is the capable of boiling point? What is the capable of hydrogen bond and capable of boiling point? in comparison of alcohol and in comparison of amines. So as compared to the amines, alcohols they are having more capable of hydrogen bond formation, that's why they are having higher boiling points. So they can ask you the question better, repeated question so many times. CH3CH2OH means ethyl alcohol, and CH3CH2NH2 means ethyl amine. One is ethyl alcohol and one more is ethyl amine. One is ethyl alcohol, one more is ethyl amine. In the two which contain more boiling point and which can form strong capable of hydrogen bond, that is nothing but alcohol. Okay na? Both they can form the hydrogen bond, but यहाँ पर hydrogen bond capable ज़्यादा रहता, more boiling point. In amines less boiling point as compared to alcohol I am saying. Okay, good. So up to now what I told you, the story is only about the lower aliphatic amine mostly. Now let me consider aromatic amine. What is an example of aromatic amine? That is nothing but aniline. Right. Aniline aromatic amine. इसके बारे में मैं आपको few points I want to show you. Aniline is neutral to litmus test. अरे aniline में भी क्या है? बेंजीन बॉन्डेड टू NH2 ना बेटा. Nitrogen contain lone pair na. So lone pair donor means aniline also contain basic nature. Even though it is neutral to litmus, because of it is a base, very weaker base, and as compared to the ammonia. Ammonia say be weaker base, not only amines. As compared to amines and as compared to ammonia, ammonia say be weaker base. Which one? Aniline. That's why we have to say that it is neutral to litmus test. And one more thing, Nana, it is steam volatile in nature. Steam volatile in nature. Due to its steam volatile nature, we have to say that it can be purified by. It can be purified by, the method is nothing but steam distillation. It can be purified by, the method is steam distillation. And one more thing I want to tell you. Aniline at, okay, in pure form, at normal condition, aniline is a colorless oily liquid. Aniline is a colorless oily liquid. But when it exposed to air, its color will be changed and colorless become brown color, and it contain odor is nothing but unpleasant odor. इतना acceptable नहीं हो सकता. समझ गए clearly? And aniline is slightly soluble in water due to NH2 group, but in aniline, okay, na bulky benzene ring is there. Benzene ring is organic, so we can say they are highly soluble in organic solvents. What about in lower aliphatic amines? They are highly soluble in water. What about aromatic amine? They goes to be soluble in organic solvent due to presence of benzene ring. Okay na? Yes, this is the story about the physical properties of amine. Another 10-15 minutes, just to 10 minutes, Nana, I am going to finish the chemical properties. Yes, chemical properties of amines. In that first topic, very important topic, this is nothing but basic nature of amines. Basic nature of amines topic I am going to be discussed here. So listen carefully. Amines are basic in nature because of in that all amines nitrogen always contain one lone pair. Due to capable of lone pair donating nature, we have to say that amines are basic in nature. Due to their basic nature, when they combine with acid, first suppose any acid, that is nothing but you suppose hydrochloric acid as efficient. So amines on reaction with acids, definitely when acid combines with a base, that going to be form the salt. So this reaction, on the basis of this reaction, we have to be say that amines are nothing but basic in nature because of in that amines R bond, okay now, what beta? Nitrogen contain how many lone pairs? One lone pair, like amine group, any alkyne or maybe primary or secondary or tertiary, whatever that may be. So in case of amines, okay now, nitrogen contain one lone pair, so they are nothing but the lone pair donors. Due to their lone pair donating nature, we have to say that amines are nothing but the Lewis bases. So when bases combines with an acid, for suppose maybe HCl or H2SO4, whatever that may be, they are going to form what beta? Salt. So an example I want to tell you, maybe aliphatic or aromatic, whatever that may be. So let me consider one aromatic amine. First suppose benzene bonded to NH2. Nitrogen contain one lone pair, and due to presence of lone pair, it is nothing but basic in nature, and also we can say Lewis base. It upon reaction with acid, let me consider HCl, hydrochloric acid. Acid combines with a base, and that going to form the salt. Benzene bonded to H base attacks upon NH2 minus, that means it becomes NH3 plus after attacking of H plus, after donation of lone pair, and remaining is nothing but Cl minus. Plus minus, this is nothing but salt. And this is which type of salt? Yes, we have to say that it is a anilinium. NH3 plus means anilinium, and Cl minus, we have to say that chloride. Salt aa gaya? Good. And what about basicity? In which case basic nature goes to be increase, and in which case basic nature goes to be decrease. So here I am going to write that in case of electron donating groups, basicity, or we can say that basic nature goes to be increase. What about acidic nature? Reverse. But in case of electron donating group, basic nature also increases. And in case of electron withdrawing groups, basicity goes to be what beta? Decrease. And in case of acidic nature, reverse again. Anyway, donating group increase, withdrawing group basic nature decrease beta. Right, now I am going to tell you 4 to 5 very very important points beta. Order of basicity of amines. Order of basicity of amines. With respect to number 1, in gas phase, yes, in gaseous phase, what is the order of basic nature of amines? So always we have to say that tertiary, aliphatic tertiary amines, and after that secondary amines, and after that primary amines. So aliphatic amines, they are having more basic nature due to absence of resonance. After aliphatic amine, there we have to be write ammonia, and after that we have to be write aromatic amine. The aromatic amine example is nothing but what beta? Aniline. This order you have to be remember generally in case of gases. When amines are in gaseous phase, the order of basicity is aliphatic tertiary amine and secondary amine, after that primary amine. After completion of aliphatic amines, we have to be write beach mein ammonia, and finally we have to be write aromatic amine. Aromatic amines are less basic in nature. Good. Next, B9. So now basicity of amines, basicity order of amines. Which amines? For methyl amines. For methyl amines in aqueous phase. Try to focus on this condition. Maybe methyl, maybe ethyl, whatever that may be. In gaseous phase, this order only we have to be follow beta. But when methyl amines in aqueous phase, here rule will be changed. So the rule is nothing but secondary methylamine greater than primary methylamine greater than tertiary. It may causes somewhat more bulky effect. पीछे छोड़ दो बेटा. Yes, this all are nothing but aliphatic amines, and after that we have to be write that ammonia. This is fixed, and finally we have to be write that what beta? Aniline. Aniline अपन last में लिखना पड़ेगा. समझ गए? Good. Next go for methylamines in aqueous. This is the rule. Next go for ethylamines. For ethylamines, again in aqueous rule. Good. So in when ethylamines in aqueous condition, again what will be the basicity rule? Secondary is more, after the tertiary ethylamine, after that primary ethylamine. So after completion of aliphatic, again same thing, ammonia, again after that aromatic, that is nothing but aniline. So basicity order of amines in gaseous phase, and basicity order of methylamines in aqueous, basicity order of ethylamines in aqueous. So methylamine, ethylamine, when they are in aqueous condition, secondary contain more basic nature. Because of secondary amine, they are having more salvation effect. Secondary amines, they are having what beta? More salvation effect. Okay, nothing but more degree of salvation. It undergo reaction with more amount of solvent. Which solvent? Aqueous, water solvent. So degree of salvation is directly proportional to basicity. That's why, so secondary amines in aqueous cases, maybe methyl or maybe ethyl, they should contain more, but in gaseous phase, tertiary contain more basic nature. No salvation effect. Okay, go for next, continue. So with respect to positive inductive effect, which amine contain more basic nature? Primary amine, secondary amine, tertiary. Tertiary contain 3 positive inductive effect, means more donating. More donating means more basic nature. So we can say that tertiary amine greater than, secondary greater than, primary aliphatic amine, again same thing after that ammonia, again same thing after that aniline. That is common rule. Next, go for continue. I want to tell you with respect to hydration effect. With respect to hydration effect, means which can be easily form more number of hydrogen bond, primary amine na beta? Yes. So with respect to hydration effect, which contain more basic nature. So primary amine greater than, secondary amine greater than, tertiary amines. After that ammonia, after that aromatic amine, that is common. ये 5 rule बहुत important और very important, especially first 3 are very important. Okay beta, and another 2 important points are there. Basicity is always directly proportional to Kb, nothing but base dissociation constant. Again, both are inversely proportional to P of Kb, nothing but power of base dissociation constant. So as basic nature increases, Kb increases, but P of Kb goes to be decreased. Next, and try to remember one more point. Basicity or basic nature is inversely proportional to number of resonance structures. Number of resonance structures. Yes, so many times I have told you in phenols and carboxylic acids, as the number of resonance structures goes to be increased, their acidic nature goes to be increased. So acidic nature depends on resonance, but basic nature is inverse. So as the number of resonating structures increases, their basic nature goes to be decreased. And one more point, basicity or basic nature is inversely proportional to percentage of S character. And also we can say that electronegativity of nitrogen. As the electronegativity of nitrogen goes to be increased, as the percentage of S character increases, acidic nature increases, but basic nature goes to be decreased. ये 3 points बहुत ही important, बहुत ही variable तो बहुत ही very important बेटा, especially for objective point of view. On the basis of these examples, on the basis of these concepts, one question I want to ask you, that is nothing but cyclohexane ring connected to NH, nitrogen contain lone pair. Now, one more benzene ring I am going to be connect, but it connected to nitrogen only. Again, यहाँ पर भी nitrogen contain lone pair. Second molecule is nothing but pyridine, and first molecule name is called piperidine. Important question. In the two which contain more basic nature. On the basis of resonance, in first molecule, no pi bond, no resonance, no delocalization. No resonance, more basic nature, but here 3 pi bonds are there, resonance is there. More resonance, less basic, no resonance, more basic. So basic nature to decide हो गया. One more thing. Around nitrogen, 1, 2, 3, by including lone pair 4. So what is the hybridization of nitrogen? sp3. यहाँ पर 1, 2, 3, but one pi bond is there, छोड़ दो. So what is the hybridization of nitrogen? sp2. sp3 hybridization, percentage of S character 25. sp2 hybridization, percentage of S character 33.3%. So which contain more S percentage? Second one. More S percentage, less basic, less S percentage, more basic. S percentage is also inversely proportional. So on the basis of resonance, on the basis of S percentage, we can consider that example. So piperidine, pyridine, which contain more basic? Piperidine, no basic, no resonance. Last and final, order of basicity of all organic compounds. Okay, now सारे organic compounds में, among all organic compounds which contain maximum basic nature, the compound name is called guanidine. Very important. After that we have to be consider that aliphatic amine, tertiary greater than, secondary greater than, primary. After that we can consider ammonia. Again after that we can consider aromatic amine, that is nothing but aniline. After aniline, we have to be considered that imine. After imine, we have to be considered that amide, and finally we have to say that cyanide. So least basic nature is amine, and after that little bit amide, and after that little bit amine. But more basic nature is what? Guanidine. After that all aliphatic compound, बीच में ammonia लिखना. After that aromatic. After aromatic imine. After that amide, and least basic nature is nothing but cyanide. So most basic nature compound is nothing but guanidine. Try to remember its structure. NH2 bonded to C, double bond NH. Again C connected to NH2. So nitrogen contain lone pair, nitrogen contain lone pair, nitrogen contain lone pair. At a time in that guanidine, 3 lone pairs are there. That's why we have to say that it contains highest and maximum basicity of basic nature. Okay, now good. Again, only 5 properties are left. 5 chemical properties are left. 5 to 6 properties are there. Such 5 to 6 properties I am going to discuss in tomorrow's class, along with diazonium salts. Okay, now I mean BDS, benzene diazonium salt. So benzene diazonium salt story, and left to 5 reactions are there, like Healdsburg reagent, carbylamine test. 4 to 5 very important reactions are there. Such 5 reactions, 5 to 6 reactions, and benzene diazonium salts that I am going to be finished in tomorrow's class. Okay, beta.